From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Tuesday, July 12th, 2016. Silver is trading at $20.36 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,347 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $659. Antiwar.com reports a new report from Peace Now covering the first half of 2016 notes that Israel is in the process of legalizing another 14 illegally constructed settlements in the occupied West Bank, covering some 314 homes. This is in addition to such outposts already approved in recent years. While all West Bank settlements are illegal under international law, Israel's government supports most of the ventures. This is less true of the illegal outposts, which are built on land not even nominally purchased from its original owners. Such outposts tend to be even more right-wing than most settler outposts, and in many cases are built with an eye towards hassling nearby Palestinian towns and villages. Though such outposts are illegal even in the eyes of the Israeli government, and most have been repeatedly ordered evacuated and demolished by the Israeli High Court, in practice they are still supported by the military and other government ministries which heavily subsidize all settler endeavors. Israel's far-right government, heavily dependent on political support from the settlers, also has a history of repeatedly ignoring court orders to evacuate and ultimately finding some pretext to retroactively legalize any such construction. Peace Now, an Israeli NGO which sees the settlements as a major obstacle to a two-state agreement, has warned that the government's policy of retroactive legalization encourages such illegal outposts, with many of the settlers believing they can throw up an outpost more or less wherever they want, secure in the knowledge that no matter how illegal it is, the government will eventually sign off on it. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports a federal judge ruled Monday that Virginia law should not force all of the state's delegates to vote for one presidential candidate, effectively agreeing with one Republican delegate who says his being forced to vote for Donald Trump is a violation of his constitutional rights. Under Virginia law and the Republican National Committee rules, all delegates in the state must vote at the GOP's National Nominating Convention for whoever won the party's primary. On March 1st, Trump won the state with 34% of the vote. Delegate Carol Carell Jr., however, has said he does not want to vote for Trump at this month's convention in Cleveland and filed a lawsuit stating the rules violate his right to free speech. On Monday, Judge Robert Payne of the U.S. District Court of the Eastern District of Virginia ruled that Virginia state law does indeed impose a severe burden on the delegates' First Amendment right and block the enforcement of the requirement. However, Payne's ruling does not impact the RNC rule that says all Virginia delegates must vote for the primary winner, meaning the legal victory may be only symbolic. Payne said he lacked jurisdiction to dictate the rules of a national political party. Nonetheless, Carell praised the ruling. You can support FPP Radio by shopping online. Whether you're looking for precious metals, bitcoins, or books, you'll find that and more at shop.fppradio.com. Every purchase you make from one of my affiliates, like Namecheap and Amazon, at shop.fppradio.com helps fund FPP Radio. Or you can shop directly from FPP with Bitcoin in the Bitcoin store. That's shop.fppradio.com. Reuters reports the U.S. House of Representatives on Monday approved an aviation bill that would upgrade security at U.S. airports in the aftermath of the Brussels and Istanbul attacks while extending funds for the Federal Aviation Administration for another 14 months. The approval by a simple voice vote sends the legislation to the Senate, where lawmakers were expected to approve the measure and forward it to the White House for President Barack Obama's signature before Congress leaves for a 7-week summer break on Friday. The measure includes provisions from an earlier Senate bill that will require tougher vetting of aviation workers with access to secure airport areas, expedited security checks that move passengers more quickly from airport areas that are not secured, and a larger number of police dogs for security duty in the U.S. transportation system. It extends the current level of federal funding for FAA programs through September 2017. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.